you've recently concluded 50,000 crore worth of NCD program, which was considered the largest in India till this point in time. I'm just curious to understand how these liabilities, I know you spoke a little bit about it, but if you can just detail that a little bit. So when these liabilities move to the bank as part of the merger, what does that make the bank's balance sheet? I mean, there is going to be some long-term capital available to them, but apart from that.
So basically on the liability side, we have been very flexible on the liability part. As an HDFC, when we used to raise liabilities, obviously since we are competing on the asset side with other banks and all, we need to be competitive enough in terms of offering those products at the right price. So to that extent, we need to raise liabilities which comes at various points in time at different cost. And so we pick and choose and also select certain liabilities which are, from a long-term perspective, it is good for us. Having said that, I think given the size of the balance sheet today, some of the liabilities, like for example, the deposits have become a very significant source of liabilities.
Yeah.
And it is very stable actually. So when the interest rates go up or go down, these remain fairly stable in terms of their, the continuous inflows and outflows. So we have almost 1,60,000 crore of deposit base. And then of course the market borrowings, which consists mainly of commercial paper and NCDs. There of course it is very sensitive to the market interest rates and what the market believes the expected interest rates are going to be. It factors all those things. So there also you have opportunities to borrow when markets believe that the interest rates are going to keep on going down or whatever it is. So we have been using all these resources fully, and from a merger perspective, I think what it does is that most of these liabilities are actually, all of them will actually get grandfathered into the bank, because all of them are liabilities which are actually permitted for the banks, except one or two for which forbearance will be required. But what it does also, the fact that we have fairly reasonably long duration liabilities on the liability side, particularly in the bond which you talked about. In the last 1 year, we have raised close to more than 1,30,000 crore of 10-year money. So that basically helps in terms of replacing some of the liabilities through the deposits and others, as the bank starts putting down the machinery for raising incremental deposits. So it will basically help in terms of filling some of these refinancing of these liabilities in a smoother manner. The transition will be quite smoother. You don't have to replace a whole chunk of liabilities on day 1 or day 6 or day 6 months from the date of the merger.